My name is Bill Kershaw, and I'm with Kershaw Talley, and we are handling the ASR, DePuy ASR cases on behalf of all of our clients. And recently, as everyone knows, there was a proposed settlement, and we have been processing those cases. But there are roughly 156 or so cases in California that of folks who have not opted into the settlement, and many of those cases are cases where the injuries are very serious, and we have been trying to, along with the Plaintiffs' Executive Committee in the coordinated proceedings in California, figure out how to handle these cases, how to process them, how to prosecute them, how to bring them to trial. And the court has been managing that process. Today, we had a hearing, a status conference with the court, and each side proposed its plan on how to resolve and proceed with these cases. As you might imagine, there was pretty much complete disagreement between DePuy and on the one hand and plaintiffs on the other hand. DePuy decided that it proposed that that as to the plaintiff fact sheets, many of the fact sheets as to these cases are not complete. Probably a third to half of them have not been done. So DePuy's proposal was to take out 90 days, at least 90 days, do those fact sheets, and then once those were complete, then each side pick 20 cases from the 156 or so that remain to be resolved in California, and then discover those cases completely. And what that means is we would have to do at least 160 depositions from folks all over the United States, and that would take years. DePuy's proposal then was to, once that discovery was done, then we would pick bellwether cases, like maybe 4, 5, 6 cases, and then we would set them for trial, and then we would try several of those cases. Well, that process would take forever, and plaintiffs were totally in total disagreement with that, and we proposed that there's a recent the bellwether cases that have been tried. There's one case that in California was ready to go to trial, along with the Kransky matter that went to trial. Was the very first case in the United States to go to trial. That case is more or less prepared for trial, and we proposed that that case be set for trial first, roughly this April, coming April of 2015. And then once that case is set for trial, then each side pick out of the 156 6 further cases, and the defendant would pick 3, the plaintiffs would pick 3, and we would do discovery on those cases and prepare them for trial. Then in July, one of those cases, and the court would probably be required to pick the case, would go to trial after the initial bellwether case that's already prepared. After that went to trial, so we would try one in April, try one in July, and then we proposed that the parties pick another 6 and do the discovery on those cases, and then that next case go to trial in October. And we presented that to the court, and the court was strongly of the view that it appeared to us that the defendant's proposal was not workable. It would take way too long and would leave people with unresolved circumstances and unresolved cases much to their detriment. And so the court said it was inclined to go along with plaintiff's proposal with some modifications, but that it wouldn't make a final decision until December 5th, at which point the court set December 5th of this coming December 2014 to have another status conference where each side would present its proposal, and then the court would set trial dates and pick the number of cases that would be prepared for trial on each side. And it is our hope that, at least as far as our clients are concerned, that we'll be able to tell you specifically whether or not your case has been picked to be one of the bellwethers. We are going to have a process where all the plaintiffs on the executive committee review the various cases that are available to be tried, and we will pick what we hope are the best cases. And each plaintiff's lawyer has cases that they believe would be a good bellwether, and the committee will review all of those cases and then pick the best cases to go forward. So after we go through this process, next December 5th, which is coming up, I will then get back to you with either a video or we'll communicate to our clients what the court decides, and then you'll have a sense of exactly how we're going to go forward and the time frames within which we hope to bring this entire litigation to closure.